Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump had a meeting today about mass firings, and it was a pretty big meeting. Virtually everybody from his cabinet was in this meeting, including Elon, and the press was asking a question, and Elon was getting ready to answer, but Donald Trump stopped it and redirected the question towards, him. So I think that was a good indicator that Donald Trump is kind of getting tired of Elon dominating these interviews. And it just sure looked like he was taking that power away from Elon in that moment. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and I'll be right back, and we'll talk a little more about this meeting regarding mass firings.
I wanted to ask you that President Trump put out a Truth Social today saying that everybody in the cabinet was happy with you. I just wondered if you had heard otherwise, and if you had heard anything about members of the cabinet who weren't happy with the way things were going, and if so, what are you doing to address those any dissatisfaction?
Elon, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, we'll throw him out of here. Is anybody unhappy? They have a lot of respect for Elon and that he's doing this, and some disagree a little bit, but I will tell you, for the most part, I think everyone's not only happy, they're thrilled.
All right, you saw that little exchange there. Elon was about to take over the whole cabinet meeting, running his mouth. That man loves being in front of the press, that's for sure. So let's talk about this meeting. So federal agencies, and this is the purpose of the meeting, are being ordered to submit plans by mid-March for mass layoffs of employees, and he wants a large-scale reduction. That's what Donald Trump wants. And it's to reshape the federal workforce. So I feel really bad for a lot of people that work for the federal government, and you're just literally watching your job just be taken away. I mean, and many of the people, most of the ones I've been hearing on interviews, been there 10, 15, 16 years, 5 years, and wow, you put all that time in, and these men don't give it a second thought about taking your livelihood away. So while the federal government has seen a host of layoffs since Trump took office, this move makes the president's agenda a step further. Most recent dismissals focused on probationary employees, and we've been hearing that a lot in the media. Generally, federal workers in their jobs for 1 to 2 years, while reductions in force could target a wider range of workers, which tells me he is going to start looking at people that are not on probation and have been around for a while. So the memo directs agencies to submit. He wants these plans submitted to him by March 13th. The federal government is costly, inefficient, and deeply in debt. So at the same time, it is not producing results for the American public. Instead, tax dollars are being siphoned off to fund unproductive and unnecessary programs that benefit radical interest groups while hurting hardworking American citizens. Really? But laying them off from their jobs is not hurting them? I'm just saying. So the direct memo agency heads to collaborate with teen leads, and this is from the Department Doge of Government Efficiency, a group ran by Elon Musk, which they are now saying he does not run this agency after spending months saying that he would be running the agency. I mean, go figure. This looming threat of mass layoffs, only the latest in a series of mass firings and buyouts as Doge looked to overhaul the federal government. Over 77,000 employees took buyout offers from Doge, the fork in the road email. The probationary employees from departments and agencies across the government received termination notice. At first, the cabinet, this is a cabinet meeting that they had on Wednesday, by the way. Trump said the federal government will adopt a little more surgical approach to government spending cuts, making a change of tune after recent dismissals roiled diminished workforce, and Republican lawmakers started to back away from Musk. Yeah, I tell you what, I looked at some of those town hall meetings. Those Republicans are getting dragged by their constituents. Man, they are upset over everything that's going on and what Trump is doing. So, we're being a little more surgical, and Elon Musk is doing a lot of things himself, Trump said. Still, Trump said that some federal agencies will trim staffing over half, and the Department of Education responsibilities would be largely dissolved and offloaded to states. And states really can't handle doing that. They really counted on a lot of the federal funding that they were getting. And see, if this Department of Education goes away, all of the federal funding is going to go right along with it. The new messaging comes days after Musk muffled federal workers with a Saturday evening email demanding staffers list 5 bullet points to demonstrate their productivity. Staffers who failed to respond by Monday night would face dismissals, and many of them are being advised by their bosses not to respond to Musk and just ignore him. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this whole thing unfolds. Musk attendance at the meeting, which is usually reserved for department heads, points at the tech billionaire muscular influence over the Trump administration and federal government. Right. Because if Doge is not an authorized department, which they're claiming, and Elon has never been confirmed or authorized to run that department, then technically he should not have been in this meeting at all. So, as you can see, Musk, he was not sitting at the table with everyone else, but he was standing in the room, which means just his presence being there alone, trust me, he probably and ultimately spoke more than anyone else, because he believes his voice is the only important one in the room. And, that's the feeling I get when I listen to Elon Musk, for real. So, this plan to do another mass firings, they want it to be done in 2 phases, according to Donald Trump. So, it may be a positive plan for them, but the federal workers that will be let go, it's not going to be positive for them at all. Again, my heart goes out to all of you that have lost your jobs. I mean, this got to be a terrible thing to see them cutting it so much. And some are concerned that it will be cut to the point where the federal government may not function right. Well, we definitely see the extraordinary number of plane accidents, mechanical failures, and near misses and everything that are going on right now. And it's not good, especially for the FAA losing their employees when they were already shorthanded to begin with. But y'all, please tell me what you think about Donald Trump talking about more mass layoffs for the federal employees, now that they got rid of the probationary folks. Now we know the ones that are coming next are the people that are not on probation and been there for a while. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.